employees, or just realize savings, from the standpoint of gaining more profit with the business. So there's some substantial money that can be saved through this service, while it also provides great features. As Jared mentioned, we have you can do text messaging with it. You can have instant messaging, whereby you could see on a screen, on the computer screen, which phones are actually online, who's busy, who's on the phone, where they're located, if they're on their mobile or not, and that screen will help a receptionist, be able to divert the phones as needed. You can also have video conferencing. You can also have audio conferencing with the service as well. Just many services, and you will also have e-fax. Therefore, you can be able to get rid of your fax machine, not to spend money on that ink for your fax machines, and save money on the line. Typically, businesses will have a dedicated line for faxes. You can totally get rid of that, save that money as well. And this e-fax will come in on your mobile app, as well as you can access it on your computer. You can receive it computer on your email. You can send out your faxes through your email as well through the e-fax. Just a tremendous, great service. What else do we have? Yeah, I've mentioned quite a bit. We're also real excited about our remote monitoring and management system. With that system, we'll be able to monitor your computer for you, whether it's at your home or in your business, and basically monitor that, make sure that there are no viruses, malware that's on your system. We can clean it up behind the scenes. We can check for other issues you may be having. Maybe your disk space is running out. You don't have enough memory to really run all your programs. It'll send back alerts, alerting us that those issues do exist with your computer, and we can respond to that and keep your system up and running smoothly. That from day to day, you don't want to have that worry. Being in business is tough enough, so we're going to make sure that system's running efficiently for you, so that you can conduct your business as needed. And we're really excited about that. And that's just be a monthly fee that you'll pay, very affordable. You don't have to, again, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Say that your system breaks down on you, you bring it in, and you have companies like myself charging you $200-300. Now you got a service on a monthly basis that you can say, okay, this fixed amount, I can depend on that fixed amount, and I'll spend this amount if something goes wrong. That's all I'm spending, so we can work that out with you, especially on the software side. Now, if you have a hardware issue, of course, you'd have to pay for the hardware to get that replaced, but we'll be covering all that labor for you with that monthly fee. So that's a great way to just budget. Say, I'm going to budget this amount for technology each month to make sure my system is running smoothly. And I think that's a great service. That's going to help you, in your business as well.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, one of the things just kind of going back over, a lot of the viewers that have viewed the show in previous months, they know that you offer a lot of things at the computer station, everything dealing, with electronics and everything.
Technology. Mm-hmm.
Right. And one of the things that we even discussed was satellite service.
Yes, we
TV.
Yeah. That's right. We have satellite TV.
So that's one of the things, maybe this year you want to get, with either Dish or Direct.
Yes.
That may be one of the things that this year that you want to look forward to. Because we know that cable is really getting out of hand as far as pricing.
Yeah.
And me personally, nothing against the cable providers, but one thing I found out that it seemed like every 3 or 4 months, if I have friends that have cable, and it seemed like every few months they're going up, at a crazy rate, whereas satellite TV, it seems to
Be more
pretty
consistent.
more, more consistent and pretty much the same. And I know that, like you said, you have
I have
direct,
TV, yes.
and I have Dish.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things about Dish, I do know that they offer a price lock guarantee for like $49.99, and you get like something like 200 channels. You know, when you start thinking about how much TV you watch and the variety of TV you get a chance to watch, you know, it starts to make sense that you get Dish. Now, one thing I will say that you may want to do when you purchase either one, the direct or the Dish, you might want to get the, I think it's called the Genie with direct, and the Hopper with Dish.
Yes.
So you want to get those devices because they'll help you, when you're at work and you're not able, or you're too tired after you get off from work, you can pre-record your shows, and later on at your leisure you can watch those shows.
Yes.
And as well, one of the drawbacks to satellite is that during a big rain, sometimes you will lose a signal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Walmart, they sell an antenna.
Yes.
And this, you can get that antenna. It's like, I think $15. It's not that expensive. You connect it to your digital TV, and you can get your local channels.
Yes.
So you won't be without TV.
Any TV, that's right.
Or with the Hopper or the Genie, you can watch those pre-recorded shows during downtime. These are just some of the fixes that I found to work for me.
Absolutely.
And I always like to have TV going when there's a storm because I want to know what's going on.
Yes.
And most people, they're like, well, I don't want to switch to Dish or direct, because of the fact that, I'll lose my channels. Yeah. So a quick fix is, $15 one time, and you get all your local channels, and they come in very clear. I have it connected to two of my TVs at home, and it works perfect.
Yes.
So there's no reason why you should be without a signal with just that quick fix.
Yes.
And when you start, even at doing the math, $15 one time, and then you turn around and you get the Dish or direct, and you still won't spend nowhere near what you would with cable.
Absolutely.
It's just we always try to be cost conscious.
Yes, absolutely.
Even at with anything, the more stuff you get, the more expensive it gets. Yes. The better quality that you get, the pricier it gets.
Yes.
And you also have to understand that, in today's time, we all want to get the best price or the cheapest price, but sometimes that may not be expedient for us. I can remember times where I bought, third, second-hand stuff, and thinking that I got a deal. Yeah. And it wasn't such a great deal after, a month or two, and there was nobody. Right. And there's nobody that I could take it back to.
That's right.
Now, had I taken it to gotten it from a reputable company, I could have taken it back and maybe gotten an exchange. Yes. But again, I do understand that we are looking for deals and discounts, during this holiday season, because we've probably extended ourselves, around Christmas because we always want our kids to have the best.
That's right.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I do say be mindful, of the holiday seasons when you get out there and you start spending, large amounts of cash for your kids, because as we know, even when we were young, we only played with those toys maybe 2 or 3 months out of the year, and you forget about them. I think the only thing that stands the test of time is video games, and that's one thing that's crazy to me. Right. I have friends and I have kids, and they love the video games, but I do understand that that's just the way of the future.
That's right.
But it's funny. I remember going outside and playing, Foursquare or, hide and go seek. I'm old school. So, these things, the outside exercise, basketball,
that's
touch football.
That's right.
Now, I don't think. I think that's why the kids are
That's
getting
right.
more obese
Yeah,
now.
that's
You know,
right.
because
That's right. They had a shape.
yeah, they think that playing Madden is gonna extra. You know,
it's gonna exercise the
yeah,
thumb,
they got
that's about it.
strong thumbs. Yeah, so
with no other part.
yeah,
Right of the body.
so you know, also
that's
with all that stuff that you buy, you may want to get in touch with us about home security systems as well. You know, one of the things, you know, around this time of the year when there's more darkness than light, people tend to want to break into homes and take advantage of you after you've worked so hard to obtain all the things that you've gotten over the course of years.
That's right.
And then for someone to come in and take what you've had is very disappointing. And you know, I've only been there a couple of times, but it was enough that it was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember that. And I always, you know, give people encouraging words, you know, around this holiday season, you know, as far as, even though Christmas is over, you know, but we still buy gifts for all our loved ones or just things, appliances that we need for around the house. So I do encourage you to break down those boxes or throw them in a trash bin to where nobody can see what you have inside your home, because sometimes that's all they need to see is a big 62 or 65 or 70-inch screen TV box, you know, sitting out in your front yard. And they're like, well, I guess Christmas is going to come early. So, you know, be mindful of those things.
Well, getting back to the security system, that's a big deterrent, even if they do see the box. You know, they see a sign up saying security. They're less apt to try to go in because they know that somebody's watching them. We also provide cameras where you could see the person that breaks in as well, inside internal cameras.
Okay.
So that information gets transferred back to a remote DVR where it's not actually in your home, it's out on the internet. And so now you can go and play that back and see who was that broke in, you know.
Right.
And so but anyway, I said all that to say it's great to have a security system. I've talked with people. A lot of people still don't have them for some reason. I mean, it's not very expensive. $30 a month for a security system. And then if you get the cameras, maybe $10 a month for that.
Yeah.
It's
one
well
thing,
worth it to get that. Go ahead.
One thing I've noticed with the new security systems, they have the doorbells now with the video camera.
I've seen those as well.
And they're activated, and when somebody comes up to your door, it quickly goes to your phone, and you can actually see the person and talk with the person, you know, live streaming, you know, so they'll think
even
that
if
someone,
you're not, even if someone is home. That's
home.
right. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
a new system I saw. That's new technology that's out there. That's right. That's a new system.
So, you know, that's one of the things, you know, that's great about the new technology that's coming up.
That's right.
And it's out there now. You know, if you're not at home or you're not able to be at home, you know, the first line of security is outside.
Yeah, because what they'll do, they'll ring the doorbell first to see if anybody's home.
Right.
and then if nobody answers, then they go to the back door and bust in. So that's a great technology there.
And one of the things also about the doorbell, if they come within, I think, 30 or 50 feet of the camera, then it automatically sends you an alert right at that point. And then I think it gets like a 15-second video at that point. And then if they continue to come and they ring the doorbell, then it records, I think, like 40 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that. But as long as they're talking to you, the video, it'll keep streaming. So that's one of those things that you really want to think about, you know, because spring break is coming up.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they like to vacation for a couple of days, you know, even if it's 2 or 3 days.
Sometimes a week.
Yeah, and sometimes a whole week. So during that time that you're not at home, you know, that would be one of those things that would be great to have, you know, this time of the year, any time of the year, you know. And then after spring break, of course, we have, you know, summer vacation, and the kids are out, and they're active, and they're, you know, they don't have much to do. So what better thing to do is watch you go on vacation, and they break in your house and get the things that you have, and not just kids, you know, adults. You know, there are adults that are watching your house and waiting on you to, you know, leave so they can get what you have, because they watch you pull in that new washer and dryer or that new TV or a new computer system or a new whatever that you just brought into your home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it might have been a PlayStation or a Nintendo or whatever they have now.
Yes.
You know, that's out there that, you know, they may want to take.
That's
So,
right. Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
just keep that in mind.
Again, guys, if you have any questions, you can call us at 870-879-0784 today or any day. We'll be here to answer those questions for you and to help you with any issues you may have this upcoming year. And we look forward to providing services for you in this new year. Like I say, I'm looking forward to a great year.
Yeah, me too. You know, and again, I just want to put this out there. I'm getting ready to start a second show called, actually starting it back, called What's Going On.
Okay.
And again, both shows are locally based out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We're a couple of homeboys.
That's right.
You know,
Absolutely.
and this is something to help our community, you know, as well as to keep us informed of what's going on.
Yes.
You know, there are a lot of things out there. You know, we're going to be covering topics from one thing that's dear to my heart, sickle cell anemia. I lost a brother some years ago due to sickle cell anemia, and true enough, there have been progress made there in that field, but I just like to keep everybody aware of what's going on, even as well as diabetes. Diabetes is one of those things that we don't really watch after, or high blood pressure. Men, we have many different opinions of how, you know, we look at our high blood pressure. You know, true enough, sometimes high blood pressure can cause impotence in men at a young age. If you don't watch your blood pressure, it could cause heart attacks. They call it the silent killer. Mm-hmm. So these are some of the things that I want to cover on what's going on in shows coming up starting in February.
Oh, that's great.
So be looking out for that.
That's great.
You know, hopefully I'm praying that I can get our mayor, Debbie Hollingsworth, on. Many other different people in Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
You know, that we know and recognize that, you know, they may have something to say.
Absolutely.
Some of our pastors that may have a word for our viewers. You know, these are the things that I'm really concerned with. You know, our mind, body, and soul.
Yes.
As well as me and Mr. Collins with Tech Talk. You know, we want to keep you informed of all the latest technology,
yes,
all the scams that are out there,
yes,
all the things that will help you be a safe individual when you come to your home, things that will keep you from spending a lot of money in the long run,
yes,
you know, as far as getting virus protection,
yes, yes,
to help you with your business,
yeah,
to as far as the digital phone service.
Yes.
You know, this is the digital phone service. I can't. It has so many things in it that
yes,
we haven't covered.
Yeah.
You know, I could go on and on about the
yeah,
digital phone service.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can't afford a secretary, this is that secretary
Mm-hmm.
that you could use.
Yes.
You know, and it could be your voice.
Yeah.
My God, this thing does so many things as far as text messaging.
Yeah. Mobile app.
Mobile apps.
Mm-hmm. Even
at the point of if you have a business like McDonald's, or just naming off a few, Gino's Pizza, or
mm-hmm.
any of the businesses that are close to us on Olive Street,
mm-hmm.
and beyond, you know, they may have problems with their phones,
yes,
you know, as far as employees constantly using them. Well, this way you can keep track of who's calling out or who's calling in.
Absolutely.
And make sure they're not using it for just
that's right,
playing around.
There's
It's
a
business.
portal that the owner can access and see who's making calls, how long they were on the phone call, what calls coming in and out as well.
So, you know, it's like I said, this phone isn't for just small businesses, for big businesses.
Yes.
Mr. Collins can hook this up for you.
Oh, yes.
With no problem.
Yes.
You know, for a fee, of course.
Yes.
And I think you'll be very happy
It's going
with
to really
the phone.
benefit your business.
You know, and then some of the times when, if you're a manager and you need to check on your store, guess what? You can go to this phone. They can go to this phone, video conference with you.
Yeah.
You could be in Hawaii
Yeah.
and call back and still get that same,
That's right.
you know, quality as long as you got your internet connection,
That's right.
you know, on your phone so you can see the video.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a lot of different
Yes.
um,
Great features.
features in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage you, you know, to think about it. Come down to the computer station. I'll let Mr. Collins give you the phone number and address to that, because
Yeah.
one of the things we want you to do is definitely be able to find us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Well, again, we're at 3020 South Olive, just down the street from Walmart, right across from Jefferson Square. If you remember where the old Bonanza building used to be, we're about a half block south of the old Bonanza building, on the same side of the street. And you'll see a sign that says the computer station. You can't miss us. Our phone number again is 870-879-0784. Again, guys, call us, come by and see us. We look forward to seeing you and helping you.
Okay. Well, that concludes another show of Tech Talk. And again, be looking for the new show in February called What's Going On.
Yeah, I'll be definitely looking at that one.
And also, our show airs every second and fourth Thursday in the month at 7 p.m. So be watching out for that. Normally you can find out if you forget. Just go to Facebook or YouTube or even Twitter and just go find Mr. Collins or me, Jared Kendall, on Facebook, and just look for those posts.
Yes.
And we'll keep you informed of what topics we'll be talking about each time we post one of the segments on one of the social media groups,
Yes.
as well as the time. And the time is pretty much set, and that's at 7 p.m.
Let me also mention that I can reach you via text. If you join our text service, you can text the word computer, that's COMPUTER, to the phone number 55469. Again, that's text the word computer to the phone number 55469. I know a lot of you saying in your mind, that's not a phone number. Yes, it does work though, for text messaging. So join us on our text message service, and we'll be getting those posts out to you through a text message as well.
All right. And one thing I want to leave you with, we'll be back with you on the January 14th at 7 p.m. So, till then, God bless.
God bless you guys.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.